I exist. Now I need to push both of you to the stream. Show on stream. Yes, please. And show on stream. Yes, please.
Oh, it does.
Yay.
Hello.
Alrighty.
Oh.
So we are...
I'm blocked by it.
Oh, does everyone have the DLC?
I think I do.
I do.
Oh no, you're doing the echoey thing again. I never did figure out how to fix that. It's fine. I won't worry about it.
Me or Johnny?
You, but I know why it's happening. I just don't know how to fix it.
Okay.
Actually,
Let me try something. I'm going to turn off my speakers for a minute and talk, and then I'll turn them back on. So now they're off. Does this fix the echo?
No, no, it's on my side.
Okay, does it or no?
It doesn't because it's on my side.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I see the audio from guest 1 and can mute it through OBS, but I don't see it for guest 2. And so I'm pretty sure...
Oh, Will's following.
Hello!
Nice.
Wait, who is that?
That's Will.
Oh! Hello, Will. Thank you for the follow.
Nice.
Let's see. Right, so we were deciding if we were doing first term or second term.
I think we should do first term because it's been a while, and because Pookarah has only played first term once, so second term would be a lot to jump
Alright,
into.
alright. Let's stick with... do we want full
We
game?
got time.
We should have
Let's do
time
a
for
full
a
game.
Yeah.
Joa.
Alright, who wants to be narrator?
Me?
Okay.
Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were.
Alright. I want to be this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I can go.
Who's type, probably.
Oh, yeah, well, you know. Pegu! We're gonna go with they.
Very nice.
Alright.
Oh, this is me.
Yeah.
Alright, Pookarah, you have one you would particularly want to play as?
I would like to be Shadow Child.
Okay, cool. I will be Zombo. Zombocom. Oh, his name is Brian, I get it. Cute.
Oh, good brain.
Yep.
Oh my.
You got it.
Oh, you can go over there.
Alright, Puka, I think it is your turn to choose.
Who am I? It's me. My name. Puka. We're gonna go all Welsh on it. Really?
Why not?
Again, you can type if you want.
You cool with pronouns he?
Sure.
And we're yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Alright, so I remember last time we split it up so everyone got 2. I remember I did Medusa Girl because I like doing the voice.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
Johnny is Scott.
Yep, I remember being Scott. I don't remember who my second voice was. Probably Damien?
Yeah, that sounds right. I can't remember. Pookarah, do you remember who you were voicing?
I think I was the Valley Girl.
Yeah, Polly.
Right. I was gonna say, which one of you, if you say the word ayahuasca, which one of you has that feel more natural to you?
Ayahuasca?
No, but don't say it like that. Say it like someone would actually say it.
I don't know that word.
Okay. I think it was Puka.
This is where I have to admit that I first encountered that word in a history of at a pre-Columbian South American art class.
Fair. I think it was Puka who did the Valley Girl voice for.
Yeah, I
Puka,
remember.
so-
I'm pretty sure I remember that as well. So it's like,
I'm pretty
which
sure
of us
about-
wants to be genocidal princess? Which of us wants to be hipster vampire?
As I'm pretty sure Puka was hipster vampire last time.
Do you want to keep
Okay.
that, or do you want to switch?
Show up.
Okay, because like if you wanted to do it a different way, that is also fine.
There we go. We go.
All right, but it sounds okay. So I will be doing Miranda and Vera. Johnny will be doing
Scott and Damien.
Scott and Damien, and then Puka will be doing Polly and Liam. I think his name was.
Yep, Liam. That's right.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right. So let's each read the descriptor for our characters.
If you want.
All right.
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. To be fair, that is a good one for me to voice.
Okay, I do remember the voice for him. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart.
Liam D. Lioncourt RXX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polygaites, 22, a party goes with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gargan with a merciless sense of business.
It was clear. It had to be. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Hot or not, take this quiz to find out. Crazy exes, how to deal when they just won't go. Welcome to Monster
What?
Prom's. Sorry.
That's fine. Fine. You do.
Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. I'm just thinking of this as the magazine.
Yeah, fine.
Worry no more. We are now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Alright, I need to decide if I want to go for... maybe I'll go for Miranda this time. What will the next big social... Alright, let's see. What will the next big social media craze be? Oh man, these are all fun.
Hilarious.
Let's see. Bullshit. It's your regular social network, but each time someone shares news that isn't supported by real facts, they're taxed, and the money goes to the people exposed to that bullshit.
Wonderful.
Going for it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I feel like Vera and Miranda's answer would be Arbert, right?
Possibly? Vera's...
Because they're the two people who get the most out of having minions.
That's true.
That's true.
This, I think, is personality traits, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And, I mean, stats too, yeah?
Well, right, yeah, because it determines what, like, some of these determine stats and some of them determine, like, affection levels.
Me, Rika Gores, we're going for Liam.
Mm-hmm.
Try this. So smart, so charming, so wealthy. Would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal.
I love the top one. Every scoop would be full of thrill and danger. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of the thrill of danger. That's my answer.
Aw. The one at the bottom is cute.
Yeah.
But I think I may go Damien this run, so I may go the top one.
Danger. More nutritious. What criteria would you use to name your children? Whoa, okay.
Oh man. Those are all... Alright,
I'm
sorry.
either doing upper left or middle right.
I feel like my name plus the second is probably going to be good for if I'm going for Miranda.
That's true. Where you going, Johnny?
Let's see here. So we want boldness and fun. Just a swear word is a good one for Damien, I think.
Yeah.
That seems likely, yeah. Oh god. Okay. I feel like Liam would probably be in the pun-proof, joke-proof. Oh, I'm
nice.
totally wrong.
Oh, who was that one?
You're Medusa.
Yeah, that was Vera.
She
Oh.
likes the joke-proof, fun-proof.
Well, that makes sense that she would be like, I've beaten your system. Now you cannot defeat me if I will defeat you, and I have won at names.
Yeah,
That's
that's true.
That does sound like her. Alrighty.
Sorry, I'm setting something up on the phone. Okay.
Alright. So, Hana is starting out at Smart 7, Boldness 6, Creativity 4, Charm 4, Fun 5, Money
I'm
7.
trying to remember. So, Miranda, I know she will ignore you if you don't have money, and I can't remember her other stat. It might be Charm.
I think so.
I don't think she cares very much about smarts or boldness.
Miranda? Okay, let me see here. So you need charm and money to get Miranda.
Charm and money. Alright, which one has charm again?
That's
There-
the
yeah.
outdoors?
I think it might be
Either
the...
the theater or the party.
If you hover your mouse over one of the things, you can see all the little emoticons.
It's not doing the thing for it.
It's not.
And well, we
Yeah.
don't get to see it normally, but there's one
No, but
particular.
I'm watching the stream.
Oh yeah.
I'm not seeing it for some reason.
Do you have it turned off in settings?
I'm not sure.
If you look at the little emoticon on the bottom left, what happens?
It's not changing.
Private.
Okay.
Oh, mine's
Okay,
just
so I think outdoors is fun, and I think auditorium is creativity, library is
Sounds right.
smarts, maybe classroom is smarts, library is
Library is money. I think,
money. Right.
Yeah.
Pageants is boldness.
Yep. Oh, I set it up so I had my stream on my phone, but my phone's volume was higher than I thought, so I'm hearing it in the background. Fixing it. Alright, so... And then this is... So that leaves... I mean, Jim would be... Wait, is Jim charm?
Jim probably is charm because you deliver a rousing and inspirational speech to the dodgeball class.
Alright, well, I'll click it. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. +2 charm. Yep, that does it.
Okay, so Jim is dead.
Later, you hear some kind of muffled squawking,
Okay,
and you see that Damien's backpack seems to be thrashing violently? Yay!
let's see.
No, what? Oh yeah, no, you're Polly.
That's not the Valley Girl. Oops.
Yay! Pengu is here! I've been waiting all day to show someone Damien's cock, which I assume is a bird.
Miranda, you ever listen to yourself?
Miranda
Yep.
pulls
And a
Damien's
rooster.
Yep.
Miranda pulls Damien's cock rooster out of his backpack, and the rooster begins preening himself contentedly. Isn't he the sweetest little thing?
Yeah, we're gonna use him for cockfighting.
Specifically, we're going to have him cockfight the cockfighters to teach them a lesson about why you shouldn't make cocks cockfight.
Now we just gotta find a way to make sure that our cock wins the anti-cockfighting cockfight.
Oh, well, this one is obviously.
You don't have to read it aloud.
I will read it as rooster in all cases.
Yes.
Yep.
Lift your rooster's spirits with a romantic proposal. Give your rooster a rooster ring. Miranda goes, aww. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I shall give our noble fighter my royal blessing. Here, darling precious rooster, take this ring from my royal family. And now that it is on the rooster's claw, it's a rooster ring. I'll have to use the same trick to give an octopus ring to an octopus and a ghoul ring to a ghoul.
Miranda, please don't go around announcing to people that we put a rooster ring on a rooster together.
Why ever not? Surely this is an accomplishment to be proud of. And they're off with their
They're
rooster.
off with their rooster.
No.
You keep them in your thoughts, hoping.
Puka, I think we're doing
Puka.
each player narrates for their own turn, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's how I was gonna do that.
Sorry, that's straight.
Yep, no worries. And then, of course, I immediately take off my glasses to unsmudge them. And they're off with their rooster. You keep them in your thoughts, hoping things will turn out well. Later, you see an article in the newspaper entitled, Local Rooster Wins... Well, I mean, cockfight is a word, so wins cockfight against cockfighters. All animal cruelty ended forever. Miranda even gives a shout out to Pingu. She likes you. She really likes you. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun.
Nice.
Alright, Johnny's turn.
Okay.
We have a ton of smartness.
Oh wait, and we can't tell where the cat is, right? Because we're not seeing those things.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not seeing them, though.
Oh, well, you gotta highlight your report card. That's what it is. So I'm seeing them now.
Oh, okay. Well, you have the
Alright.
controls, so I'll remember that for next
So
time.
Let's see how I'm doing. So I need boldness and fun. I have a little bit more boldness than I do fun, so let's level up fun first.
I mean, it's a good thing I just remembered.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. I'm going to assume, even though it is not stated, that Juan, the small magical Latino cat, is in attendance. So we'll see.
Clearly.
I see him. There's his outline.
Nice. You notice Damien and Liam arguing as intensely as they are stupidly. You're not You're not unique. I'm fucking unique.
Huh. You wish. I'm unique, like a snowflake made of flash frozen tears.
Well, I'm unique like a snowflake made of flash frozen. Fuck you, you stupid idiot.
I'm so unique. I eat garlic with every meal.
Big deal. I'm so unique. I've got a tattoo of the baby Jesus on my ass.
Yawn. I am so unique. I let my victims suck my blood. Isn't that how vampires are?
Yeah, that is part of how you turn people into vampires. It's true. Weak. I'm so unique. I go to church every Sunday.
Hey, I'd do that too if I wasn't allergic.
Yeah, how are you not allergic, Damien? Jeez. Would not.
Would too.
Bite me out, you turd.
Don't tempt me, Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
That was in character, clearly.
Mephistopheles.
This could go on forever, and if it does, you'll never get to smooch either of them. It's up to you to put an end to this debate once and for all. You suggest they decide the issue by...
Those are both delightful.
Tomb robbery contest, for sure.
I'm certain that's what Davey would prefer.
Yup. So bold.
Robbery, that's extremely problematic. You expect me to defile the remains of my undead brethren just to win a contest?
Sounds rad to me. I rob tombs all the time, like for groceries and shit. That's where I got my pet
Amazing.
talking skull. That thing hates me.
Well, I won't do it. I have principles.
Oh no.
Oh, looks like I win by default then, bat boy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go fuck up some ancient graves anyway, for laughs. You'll probably be cursed for generations for giving Damien the idea, but at least Damien likes you. You gain 2 creativity and 1 boldness.
Nice.
Oh wow, I have so much smarts. And like no boldness. Alrighty. It looks like auditorium is smarts or
Yeah, but if you've already got 11 smarts, you're good on smarts.
what does he like? Creativity?
Who, Liam?
Yeah, creativity.
I have to assume creativity. I can look. Hang on.
Yeah, creativity I'm pretty confident about. Maybe creativity smartness?
Yeah, I mean yeah. Alright.
So with Liam, you need smarts and creativity.
Alright, we were right.
Yeah, and you need 13 smarts in. So.
Sorry. That outfit's awesome. I'm delighted by the mustache.
Alright, and I have switched over to headphones so that the audio does not echo on my VOD, or on my stream. And I spent a bunch of Johnny's turn figuring out the audio issue, yay! So now Puka is not double audioed.
Hooray!
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative BJ. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You catch sight of Liam and Vera nearby, doing what they do best, judging people.
Do you see? Oh, I love her outfit. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh my
Holy
God.
crap.
Assassin's Creed outfit. That's
That
cool.
is
Oh my goodness,
amazing.
they're also good in costume.
Alright. Do you see the leggings that Succubus is wearing?
How could I not? They're about as subtle as the didactic intent of Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal.
You know, Liam, sometimes I worry that we're the only 2 fashionable monsters at this entire school. But then I realized that it's not something to worry about. That's something to feel smugly superior about.
I could have fit it only slightly better myself. Now focus, Sarah. We've got so many more outfits to critique. No way to avoid it. You're about to walk right past them. Quick! Improvise a fashion accessory that'll actually impress them. Hot dog costume. Over
Hot
here.
dog.
Put on the hot dog costume you keep in your backpack for emergencies. It's so ironic, Liam should love it. Should I read the other one just because it's funny, or
Oh, that's up to you.
sure? Strip naked, then tell them you're wearing fabric only cool people can see. Vera's all about being cool. We'll do that. Liam and Vera watch as you carefully and deliberately change into your hot dog costume and then walk past them.
Did he just change into that ridiculous outfit
It's hilarious!
on purpose to fuck with us?
She's like angry but blushing. That's so funny. My god. He must give. Hold on. Let me double check this. Liam pulls out a pocket calculator and presses some buttons. He gasps. -$5. I didn't even know it was even possible to give that few bucks. I think we have to admit that when we've been outplayed, Vera.
All right, I'll order us matching hot dog costumes immediately.
Please tell me that's unlockable.
I've never seen it.
Finally, dressing like a hot dog is becoming the trend you always hoped it would be. You gain +2 charm and +1 fun.
They thought you were being ironic. You were not.
All right.
So good.
Oh, right. I remember. Challenges are fun. Let's do them.
Sure.
Yeah. Or choose an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
All right. I'm gonna choose a poppet because it's in my hand.
Oh, we have to choose a thing?
Yes.
A banana.
All right. I choose the first thing that came to mind for some reason was a fire extinguisher, so that's what I'm going with.
Sure. All right. How easy would it be to convince people you were a wizard if you traveled back in time to the Middle Ages with only selected object? Absolutely, Johnny wins that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Johnny wins that hands down. All right. Which
Poppet is definitely more impressive than a bandana.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I had thought you said banana, and I was like, well, at least that's impressive to some parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Go
Puka
banana.
is third. I love the challenges. They're funny.
That was fun.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Okay,
Thank you.
what luck. The,
We need to
the
rock,
one I
paper,
want to go to
scissors,
doesn't
decide
have
who
anybody
picks
else's things in it.
At that table.
Oh yeah, we'll come to that in a sec. But let's
Okay,
let.
You two gotta fight over it, but...
Oh gosh, actually, yeah, no, I'm player one, aren't I? Shoot.
Alright, well, hang on. You find Scott and Damien shoveling hot dogs and mashed potatoes into their mouths while Coach cheers them on.
Who wants to do coach?
I can do Coach.
Yeah.
Go, boys, go! Munch your way to victory. There's no truer sport than an eating contest.
What?
So, hang on.
I see.
Looks like it's a pretty fair fight so far, but where's the fun in that? Time to step in and tip the balance. Distract Scott with surprise fireworks, or slather Damien's dogs in holy ketchup.
Well, if you're going for...
fireworks are great. I'm going for Damien.
Yeah.
What the hell? You were planning on setting off these fireworks in here anyway. You let him rip. Hey, hey, hey! Stop that! Who did that? Who's making noise? I'm yelling because I'm scared.
Oh.
They found us, Scott. The Viet Cong. Oh lordy, it's Nam all over again.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no!
Scott and Coach flee the cafeteria. Well, that makes sense. They're the animals, right?
Yeah.
Freak out. Damien lets out a sigh full of equal parts relief and mashed potatoes. Thanks. I was just eating like I normally do when these two idiots came over and turned it into a sport.
That's
It's
great.
not my fault I eat so fast. I've got a literal furnace in my stomach. Damien lets you have some of his half-chewed hot dogs. Nice. Some would say that's almost like making out with him.
This game is so weird.
All right. Okay. So,
Feel free to sit with who you want to sit with. I am third player.
I mean,
So
there
there's
is.
There's
Also-
the cat who you can get an item from, or there's the hunter who you can have an interesting interaction with.
You know, I feel like I already have higher affection points with Miranda than you have with Liam, so I will maybe get an interesting item. Or on the other hand, the hunter is interesting.
It's true. Isn't there a way to get either the cat or the hunter, or is it not possible in multiplayer?
I mean, there's a way to do it. It's hard though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going for
both,
that.
there's a way to get each of them, but it's a challenge.
All right, well, I'm gonna get an item is probably more useful. Oh wait, I need to keep money. Ah, oh well, I can get
There's
more
one thing you
money.
can get for free.
Which one is for free?
I think the free gift is free. The one that looks like a present. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, did it lower your stats?
Yeah, it's a random thing.
Yeah, it gives you a totally random thing. Oh well, I can fix it.
Sorry. The table you chose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by two well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda, you have servants to chew your food for you?
What? What? Of course not. That would be barbaric.
The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak.
I have servants to eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any?
I'm thinking nutrition.
I think
Unclear.
you harvest their blood later.
Ah, fair enough. That version of mermaids. First of all, no, I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving?
Why would I be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay fit and healthy.
I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. I assume convincing Miranda is, but convincing Liam to start a foodstagram is really adorable.
Well, he already has one, right?
He might.
Pretty sure he does. I think that's a canon thing.
Yeah, so we'll try and convince Miranda, I guess. I have lots of smarts. We'll see if I have enough charm to convince her.
Well, this is just for relationship points, I think.
Oh, fair enough. But
So if you wanna woo Liam, go for the Liam answer.
But Miranda, look at the contented smile on that servant's face. You think he's eating for you, but secretly he's eating for himself.
No, it can't be! Gordo, say it isn't true!
But Gordo can't say anything because his mouth is full of delicious Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak, which he is obviously eating entirely for his own benefit.
Traitorous dog! Do you want me to starve to death? Is that your plan?
I think maybe he was just taking advantage of the fact that you don't understand how food works.
Taking advantage of me? Scoundrel! Burpee, eat Gordo for me at once!
That escalated.
Mhm.
She is genocidal.
Yeah. The two serfs look at each other, then stuff as much food as they can into their mouths before fleeing the cafeteria.
Alas, how will I ever get my recommended daily allowance of nutrients now?
Eat, you fool! You could try eating.
Myself? But how?
How has she survived this long? You and Liam have a ton of fun laughing at Miranda as she learns how to eat food for apparently the first time in her life. Were they just like injecting her with nutrition at night?
I'm guessing,
Magic.
yeah.
Could have been magic.
Fair enough.
Alright, challenge! Alright, I'm gonna choose cookies. Nice, Cheetos. Okay. Johnny, what's your pick?
Ice cream.
How powerful an energy drink whose key ingredient the selected food would be? Oh my gosh. Ice cream energy drink, cookie energy drink, Cheeto energy drink.
I mean, I gotta give it to Hot Cheeto.
Yeah, alright, so Puka's first.
I don't eat normal Cheetos. What kind
So,
of
cookies or
normal
ice
person would
cream?
I-
Which do we think makes a better energy drink?
I mean, together you have a delicious dessert drink, right?
I know, right?
I'm like,
I-
do either of those
So
have
I'll go.
chocolate?
I can go third. And you can
I
go
mean,
second, that's fine.
okay. I was about ready to random it, but...
Doesn't really matter.
Okay. Week 1 evening. Me, I still have lots of smarts, so I need more creativity. Yes?
Yes. You
Well,
will
see, the
also
cat
need
is
a
at
little
the
bit more
library,
smarts
so-
at some point, but...
That's fair. Get them more even. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway.
Oh, I love stuff like that.
But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on momentgram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos. Infinite Taupe. It's also probably why I have only 6 moment-gram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot. I simply must document! As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct.
Goodness, the situation. Yeah, okay. I mean, she's probably just wearing her at-home clothes here.
This is her afternoon ball gown.
Yes. Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for, like, centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point.
I love her. She's really funny too.
I know, right? I'll check the history books later. There's no time now! Phase 1 is getting Liam more Momentgram followers.
Alright.
I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? I don't know. I actually feel like the top one might be better. I think he would be happy that it was weird and random.
So my concern is that one would require a certain level of boldness.
Puka, message from Miali in chat.
Oh.
Oh, jeez, cat. Why would you eat mushrooms? Oh my god.
Oh no.
For reference, my daughter ate a vegan dinner, and my cat decided he wanted to eat it. The dregs, anyway. I don't have a smart cat. I don't.
Oof.
Okay.
Do you need to...
I mean, she's probably... by the time I've noticed it, she's probably already cleaned it. Alright, yeah, he probably wouldn't like bribing people into it, so I guess we're gonna do the inappropriate one.
Yeah.
Use his account to post a bunch of inappropriate stuff.
I mean, again, we'll see. We'll see what it requires. Go on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, my boldness is atrocious.
Oh, it's fun. Okay.
Oh.
What is porn? Never mind. If you suggested it, it must be something very classy and suitable. I shall put you in charge of curation. Porn away, comrade!
I know, I love her.
I love her too.
Amazing. I look forward to you. You turn Liam's account into Momentgram's #1 resource for weird body parts and domestic terrorism.
Nice.
Shockingly, this turns out fine. There you are. I wanted to share the great news. I'm Momentgram infamous. iPhone, yes, it's 8 o'clock. Thank you. Let me silence you. I said silence. No. Phone. There you go. Apparently, my filter game was so edgy that the backwards administration decided to close my account. But not before I amassed over 3 million followers. They're all following me to my new website, hotliampics.com. Of course, I'm utterly devastated that my work has finally become mainstream. Yes, this is the worst, and I'm not at all happy or excited about it. Anyway, I have to go take pictures of my lunch. My fans are waiting. You're not sure they're waiting for what Liam thinks they're waiting for, but whatever works, right? You gain +2 creativity and +1 shot. Alright, my creativity and smarts are even. I will now start rotating between.
Also, Puka, if you want to go, like, check on the situation, it's going to be me then Johnny, so you've got some time.
Yeah, I will. Yep. I will do this.
And we can cover your voices as needed.
Excellent.
Alright, I want to be... Oh, all my stats went down. I need to be charming. I'm going to go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense, and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous.
Well done.
You notice Vera showing off an elaborate new necklace to Miranda. Oh, alright, this is both me anyway.
Hey, that works.
They're the crown jewels of Lemuria. My family acquired them in a cutthroat business merger. Do you like them? Oh yes, very much. Such a shame about the Lemurian royal family, though. What, that they're all dead at the hands of their own servants? No, that was unavoidable once the true tragedy had taken place. They were no longer loved by their subjects. Feared, you mean? Oh no, fear is so scary. Love is what matters. Oh man, I have to say though, like this is very Machiavellian. Oh, Nyali just said it's fine, but I'm sure Puka will find that out and come back.
Yep.
Anyway, so Vera, I could not disagree more. You there, settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are? Oh man, oh. This is actually kind of a hard call. I'm not sure which one is.
I think the top one sounds like the more Vera move because it involves more capitalism.
Right. And I'm going for
the second
Miranda,
one is the more subtle, like everything is fine, but secretly things are bad.
Yeah, and I mean that does feel very Miranda.
Yeah.
You just need to make everyone who doesn't love you disappear. Ah, yes, this is Daddy's strategy. The amazing thing is once the bad people start to disappear without explanation, even people who used to be bad start being very good. It's like magic and so humane. Do you happen to know where your father put all of those people who disappeared? Put them? No, silly, they disappeared, like a magic trick. Ah, yes, I see. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts, as well as yet another reason to never visit Miranda's kingdom.
It's fine, just don't upset her.
Yeah. Alright, Johnny.
Okay, let's see where I'm at. And what I need. I need boldness and I need fun. I can go get boldness in the... Right? Yeah, I can go get boldness in the lavvy, so I might as well do that. Here we go. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority.
Also, I think you...
Jacket.
I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but gain 2 boldness. Later, you see Damien packing a bag. I'm going away for the weekend. To detention. I have fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured Selkie pee on whoever opened it?
What?
I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as fuck. Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep this entertaining beyond fucking ditching. Just do it, fucking ditch, do it.
Oh my god, I love that.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
It's very cute. But I feel like the Breakfast Club is not Damien's vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, bold. There we go. Damn, why didn't I think of that? I mean, I just did, and I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they gonna do? Give me detention? I can do anything. Make a bonfire out of the desks, J.O. into the potions, and I'll just skip detention forever and make as much havoc as I want. Well, fuck yeah, havoc! Well, you created a monster, but at least he's your monster. You gain 2 smarts and 1 boldness.
Nice.
The weekend. Who gets
Something
to be
happened
randomly?
to-
Oh,
it's me!
Nice.
Weekend time. You're with Miranda, Liam, Puka, and Pengu in Liam's apartment. Because tonight is game night. Damien and Scott are late. How
no,
surprising.
that's
Oh, sorry,
characters.
sorry. That's characters, sorry.
Damien and Scott are late. How surprising.
Bring. Oh, hey guys. We brought a friend. Oh, it's okay, Liam. She's totally cool and into board games. Her name is Olga.
You do realize we can all see that's just a huge owlbear, poorly disguised
the
as a high
owlbear.
schooler, right?
I think we got Owlbear last time too.
Nice. Rude! Yeah, Liam. You don't see us accusing you of being a huge owlbear poorly disguised as a high schooler.
Scott is technically right. We haven't done that, therefore I feel inclined to trust him.
Well, whatever. Can we play some games?
Heck yeah!
And before you even try, no, Miranda, we're not playing your version of Risk, where you start with a huge underwater empire. It didn't sound funny, and it turned out to be completely unfunny.
What about...
No, not werewolf either. We won't play that until you learn you're the werewolf, only when you get the werewolf card and not just always.
Right, we should totally play...
Not Cards Against Monster Kind, Damien. It requires no strategy nor skills aside from making vulgar jokes. We get it. You like it because it's totally wrong. Today, we're enjoying a refined and complex Euro game. And you know it's a Euro game because we'll spend more time learning the rules than actually playing. It's called Chess 2. It includes deception dice, deck building, an auction system, dozens of figurines, and hexagonal tile placement.
Sounds good to me.
That sounds like a runaway hit.
Yeah, after 3 hours of learning the rules and an extra hour for proper setup, you start playing. But it isn't long before Olga starts wreaking havoc and destroying everything.
Eee! This is not nice!
Okay, brace yourselves. Olga might actually be a wild owlbear disguised as a high schooler. We thought it'd be cool to sneak a wild owlbear into game night because of reasons.
Because of reasons.
Sorry. We thought it would be super nice and inclusive for owlbears.
Oh,
Scott.
Scott.
My apartment! My beautiful and minimalistically decorated apartment is being destroyed. Also, is she somehow winning? She is. You need to save game night, but how will you subdue a wild owlbear? The only logical way seems to be by beating her at chess 2, but she's kind of super good at it. It will take 2 proficient tabletop gamers to beat the owlbear. You know you kick ass, but which of your friends is also amazing at tabletop games? Is this a smarts challenge?
I was about to say, it feels like it's a smarts challenge. There's a chance it's a creativity challenge? But my guess is that it's smarts. So,
I
Puka, do
don't
you have
remember
a lot of
my
smarts or no?
stats.
Yeah.
But Puka has a lot of smarts, yeah.
You and I both have smarts 11.
Okay. Puga's the best at games. He plays Russian Pictionary once a month. And if he's still alive, that can only mean he always wins.
Oh no.
Oh, that was fun. Interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
You join forces with Puka, and together you become a force to be reckoned with. You roll a d6 and get an 11. You draw a card that doubles all your points if your opponent is very specifically more than 25% owl. You get 3 trivia answers right, even though there weren't any trivia questions.
Impressive. Also, the owlbear seems way calmer now.
Yeah, Olga might be a wild owlbear, but she's not a sore loser.
Aw. I loved the part where you got a bingo and then caught the duck to trade half your resources for a get out of jail free card. Such finesse!
And you know what? I was the werewolf all along.
Oh, Scott. That's another game, Scott.
For what it's worth, Scott, you fooled me.
Aw.
But the real winners here are Johnny and Puka, because they showed off some very sexy board game skills, and also because they actually won.
Huzzah!
And so
And so
you
you
all
all-
spend...
No.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll let you do it, Puka. I like when you narrate.
Okay, I'm just doing a hokey announcer voice because it makes me laugh to myself.
Fair.
And so you all spend the rest of the night playing Dragoon, and then some group consenticle, because there's nothing as cool as dragons, consent, and tentacle times. You and Puka gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Challenge!
Oh man. 10 things I hate about you.
Let's do something totally not matching this game. Kiki's delivery service.
Ooh, also a good one. Okay, I will go completely different from either of you and say The Departed.
Excellent.
Oh my. A 10-hour remake.
Be terrible with any of them.
No, a 10-hour remake of Kiki's Delivery Service would just be a
Actually, no,
delight.
That's
Okay.
true, actually.
I
Definitely
think
third.
that a 10-hour remake of 10 Things I Hate About You, oh, that depends. It might actually be better than The Departed because you could spend lots of time with them being cute together.
Well, no, I mean, like, okay, so hear me out on this. And I'm arguing that I think that Pengu should win this one. And it's because The Departed is based on the Chinese crime movie Infernal Affairs, which was 3 movies originally condensed into 1 for America.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
combined with
So you
Whitey
would
Bulger.
literally just be remaking the original.
All right, I'll give it to
Yeah.
myself. That's a fair point. And then Johnny is
Yeah.
second, and then
And then the world would love a 10-hour Kiki's Delivery Service too much, I think. So.
yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I'd watch it, so.
Mm-hmm.
We just get to see her be cute and go on lots of deliveries.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Each delivery could be another heartwarming story. I mean, what's
If you ever get your mitts on it, the book is freaking adorable. The book is based
Nice.
on.
Okay, so I already have pretty high charm. I would like to get some money. I'm a little low. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Congratulations, you have been chosen to win big! All you need to do is fill out a very quick survey and you will be the winner of hundreds of prizes, including real cash. What are you waiting for? Click the link below! www.winbig69, yup, real, not 7 fake. Some numbers. That doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain 2 money. Yeah, I mean, my character needs to not really have morals to date Miranda.
Yeah.
You see Miranda at the computer next to you. She's got a look on her face that can only mean one thing. Somebody's being shitty to her on the internet. The impudence of this so-called internet! My great-uncle Maldar got caught eating 1 child, just 1, and now everyone is talking as if he is some sort of serial child gobbler. It's not just trolls saying this either. All sorts of monsters are saying the most horrific things. I know what you're thinking. Miranda, why don't you just buy the whole internet and make them stop saying mean things about your family? And of course, that's what I've been trying to do. There's just one tiny problem. There are plenty of people selling part of the internet, but I've no idea who owns all of it. From whom shall I buy the internet? I mean, I'd say if you get Amazon and Akamai, you've got most of it right there.
Yeah, level 3 as well, I think.
I mean, you could also just buy enough of the service providers, and then no one would be able to.
Yeah, that's true. If you buy Amazon, Akamai, level 3, and Comcast and Verizon and AT&T, and I don't know, who's the other cable provider? There's a couple of them.
Okay, I don't know which is the better choice. I don't really see what stats these align with. The Illuminati might be money? But it could be boldness. I don't know, this is a hard choice.
I feel like the true owner of the internet was you all along is charm, but I could
Yeah, that's fair. Yes, so charming. Don't you see, Miranda? The true owner of the internet was you all along! Excuse me. Hold on, let me check with my royal accountant. Oh my! It seems you are correct after all! I've owned the internet since 2004, when Steve Works lost it to my father in a poker game. This is marvelous news! I shall enact some common sense reforms at once. Pretty soon you notice there's something different about the internet. Certain words just won't show up when you post them, like Child Eater, Proletarian Revolution, and Nachos for some reason. Also, you get the sense that your webcam is watching you, but in a benevolent, friendly way. You thought you were being metaphorical when you told Miranda she owned the internet, but you're not going to complain about being accidentally correct. At least, not where your webcam can hear you. You gain 2 smarts and 1 charm.
That was hilarious.
Wow.
Okay. So, what do I need for Damien? I know I need boldness and fun, but I want to find out how much boldness and fun I need. Let's see here. Damien LeVay. I need 14 boldness and 7 fun, it looks like. So that's a lot of boldness. I've got enough fun as it is. I gotta just be careful not to lose any. Boldness, I'm getting there.
Oh my god, I need 13.
Yep.
This one looked.
That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms again because you still respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall! A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain 2 boldness.
Nice.
Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. That day you didn't expect to find a fucking wild griffin in the water closet. The creature is wrecking everything in a very griffinly manner. You can only assume that this thing's natural habitat isn't in high school bathrooms. You realize you're not alone in here. Scott and Damien are unsuccessfully trying to contain the situation. Damien, weren't you ditching? Damien, I'm starting to think that maybe this wasn't a good idea at all. Damn, this thing's crazy. How's this happening again? Our plan was perfect this time. Next time we should try with the brie cheese instead of the Gouda. I think that's what drove the griffin crazy. Let's make a note. B-R-I. Damien, is it brie cheese or brie cheese? Not now, you idiot! We need to get something about this griffin or we're gonna get fucking expelled. Hey, you! Come help us! We gotta get this comms thing down! There comes a time in everyone's life when they need to deal with a wild griffin. That time for you is now.
What?
Wow.
Those are both delightful.
It seems like it's smarts and creativity, right?
That would be my guess,
make
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so my smarts is way better than my creativity. Yeah, here we go. Ignoring all the noise from the griffin, you start reciting the arcane words of a long-dead language. It might be a long shot, but you need to at least give it a try. A magnificent and mysterious light starts to shine from your hands. You hear an explosion, and the bathroom fills with a purple smoke. Fuck, it actually worked. The griffin is no more, and instead you have in front of you a plate of spaghetti. Good for you, I guess. Oh, what the fuck? Did you just turn that griffin into a plate of spaghetti? That is too radical, dude. You have to teach me that. I'm gonna turn my enemies into all kinds of pasta.
Amazing.
His sheer excitement.
You saved our asses. Thanks. And look, Damien, it all happened according to our plan. Look. Scott shows you both some childish scribbles in his notebook detailing possible outcomes for their plan. One of them indeed involves turning the griffin into spaghetti. And that's not even the weirdest one. I guess we are geniuses after all, right? But we gotta admit that our friend here has been a key piece in the whole operation. Hooray! Then all 3 of you celebrated by eating that polymorphed plate of pasta. It turned out to be a great experience for everyone. Oh, except for the griffin. Not a great experience for the griffin at all. You gained 2 boldness and 1 smarts.
Nice.
That was amazing. So let's see. I think it's time for smarts, and then I'll go back to creativity,
Sounds good.
because I don't really care about buying things from Kitty Cat. I don't think I need money from anything.
Yeah, no, I think money is the thing I need.
Will it?
Basically, the reasons for money are either
To buy stuff
to
or...
woo Miranda or to get a specific item for someone's specific ending. So,
Okay. Is there a specific item for Liam?
Liam has a secret ending. I'm not sure what item is associated with it, though.
I've gotten Vera's secret ending.
Should I
That
look it
is-
up or
I
just?
mean, you can if you want. I would say just go with the traditional ending first. So
Okay. Then I'll do smarts, not auditorium, so I'm not tempted. Find
Yeah.
random things. That day, you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Tiny friend! Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school.
They say high school, but you're all college aged. Well, I guess it
yeah,
doesn't really matter.
monsters are different.
Yeah. I mean, with an average lifespan in the hundreds, like...
I mean, that's fair.
You gain +2 smarts.
Yeah, they established that you're of the age of majority enough to be able to consume various substances, legal and otherwise. But
Yeah,
you are
the
still in
youngest
high school.
of the, like, dating options is, I think, 18. And most of them are, like, in their 20s or hundreds of years old.
Right.
Yeah. Later, you're sleeping peacefully until a noise wakes you up. The source of the noise seems to be Liam, whose face is the unliving embodiment of disgust itself. Oh boy, a test on vampire weaknesses. How original. Please list all known weaknesses of the vampire. You know, it's pretty problematic to teach everybody at school all the known ways to kill one specific minority. I don't mind that though. As a brooding outcast, I'm already accustomed to the derision and harassment of my peers. What I do mind is how played out everybody's answers are going to be. Steaks, garlic, the sun. Ugh. Van Helsing called, he wants his cliches back. I've got a good answer though. It's pretty obscure, you've probably never heard of it. Bet you can't even guess what it is. Who a challenge! You give him your best guess. I want to do harmonica music because it's funny. I mean, obviously global thermonuclear war will work against just about anything. But harmonica music, because he's got big ears and it's squeaky.
Yeah, I say go for harmonica music.
Me? Weak against mere harmonica music? How ridiculous. And yet, I must confess I find it rather charming that you've mistaken my fine musical taste for a vampiric curse. In fact, most of my supposed vampiric weaknesses are simply a matter of taste. Of crucifixes and holy water, I'm simply not a fan of organized religion. Garlic, only if it's not organic and locally sourced. And it's not that a stake through the heart will necessarily kill me. It's just that most steaks aren't made with reclaimed lumber, which is terribly wasteful. I must confess to one weakness, however. A weakness for you.
Aww.
Liam spends half the afternoon ironically listening to harmonica music with you to prove he's not allergic. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun.
Precious.
It's adorable!
Alright.
Oh, I like that.
I absolutely would not die in a zombie apocalypse because I cannot entertain that possibility. So I will take third. And you two...
I'm an asthmatic with a gimpy leg.
Yeah, alright.
I
Alright, that's
think
fair.
I'm square in the middle there.
Like, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
In general, anything that involves running a lot, I'm probably toast. Oh no, they're together again.
Oh.
You gave me it last time. I'll go talk with someone else this time.
Okay. I think you're first.
Oh, right. Should I talk to the cat or the hunter?
Up to you.
I mean, you're first. You can take.
You don't need to spend. You don't need to worry about money. So.
That's true. I'll see what he has for sale. Who's cat?
It's different for each screen, so you should do yours.
Alright. Hey, Last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer? Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pocket.
Yeah, see, it says something different on my screen, so.
Same.
Yep.
Alright, event. I have 5 money.
I feel like different items are applicable to different characters.
They are, and there's specific ones. Like the penguin mask is for Polly's secret ending, or one of Polly's secret endings.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one, the bloody sanitary item is for one of Vera's endings.
Oh, Bob Ross! You want Bob Ross? Or
Sexy Fig Latin accent, that's pretty good.
or a lemon. I sort of want a lemon.
Oh, you can get stunners, you can get shutter shades.
I know.
A
Oh,
Russian
man.
novel.
But that Russian novel.
I mean, to be fair, Liam seems like the sort to appreciate extreme.
Yeah, that's very much his style.
Right? I think, as much as I want to get Bob Ross, I feel like this is more Liam style and therefore more appropriate to purchase.
Yes.
In hopes of sharing with my friend.
I mean, your smarts went up to 18 when you got it, so good job.
Hot dang.
Hurry up. Alright, yeah.
Okay. So let's go hang out with Vera and Damien. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of unidentifiable prime meat.
All right, Damien, I know we had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition.
Yeah, like when you told me not to bring all my knives?
But I trust we can now put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labors.
Oh, you mean the meats of our labors?
Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our...
Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even gonna try using fire on it?
Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove.
From across the room with sealed glass in between. Did the fire ever, touch the meats?
What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare.
Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower.
I mean, that sounds hilarious.
Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this.
I was about to say, it's called a brulee torch. It's not called a culinary flamethrower.
I mean, you really think he's just using a brulee torch? Do you really think he's not using a portable welder's rig?
What is reasonable?
If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Johnny will certainly make the intelligent choice for us. Isn't that right?
The steak is too cooked already. Put it nice and douse it in blood quickly. I like that. I mean, that's the correct Damien answer, but it wounds my soul to say that. Also, it wounds my soul to say either one. Folks, you want to cook it at least, like... You want to cook it like Squirrely Dan cooks it. Pan sear both sides, then finish it.
Oh, this is making me want to go back to Gyukaku. Grilled meat at your table, and I can say that without being too specific because Gyukakus are in many cities.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like to hear, haha. That and the sounds of screaming people fleeing a burning building.
But roasting totally destroys the flavor of...
Done talking, fire time now! As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles.
Aw.
It almost makes for third-degree burns and massive property damage with it. Almost.
Alright.
What did you do in the cab?
You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale.
The what?
The Frowny Liam scale. Normally, I can tell how people are feeling by their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable.
I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy so it truly popped with my massacre momentgram filter. Instead, they burned it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable.
Yeah, that was me. Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. And so I'm writing a scathing Welp review.
Well,
Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop.
Get him.
Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Pengu. Their taste may trend toward the mainstream, but surely they can see this subpar cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't bet on it, Liam.
Yeah.
Don't be ridiculous. Pengu is surely more compassionate than that and would gladly help me save the cafeteria. Again. Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Alright. Yes! I also, let me be honest, this is also the one I would prefer to choose, also. Though
It's like
a Pulitzer
win-win.
Prize, a Pulitzer-worthy expose is funny, but yes, win-win. I get to choose the option I prefer and the option Miranda prefers.
Right? Like,
Oh, I
get
should
a
have
bunch
read
of
that
homeless
out loud.
people to come eat at your cafeteria and write reviews.
Yes, okay, so I accidentally clicked that before I read it out loud, but it was basically like, hire tons of homeless people to write positive reviews until they overwhelm Liam's negative review.
Thousands of them.
Thousands. Why, of
Thousands people
course!
just got
This
fired.
plan involves two of my most favorite strategies, gathering an army and outsourcing work to the disenfranchised. If it involved torture and suppression of dissidents, it would hit all my favorites, but there still might be time for that later.
I don't even have a response to this.
You go to the vast homeless population who wander the woods near the school, don't ask, and convince them that the cafeteria is a trendy new restaurant that sells food for the most valuable currency of all. Positive Welp reviews! Turns out people are pretty gullible when they're starving, so they flock to the cafeteria in droves and start writing spectacular reviews on their phones. Because now homeless people have phones of their own, it seems they kept all the unwanted blackberries. Remember blackberries? Yeah, me neither. Miranda Vanderbilt, says Principal Giant Spider, bursting into the cafeteria with an 8-legged panache. Stop bringing droves of homeless people into our cafeteria! But Principal Giant Spider, it was absolutely vital to the vitality of this school. You said that the last 5 times. You can't solve all of your problems by manipulating homeless people.
I don't know, that sounds like negative self-talk to me.
Notorious PGS storms out, but Miranda looks perfectly chipper. Oh, he may pretend to be upset, but I think the subtext was pretty clear. Thank you, Miranda and Pengu, for saving the entire school like the beautiful heroes you are. That's 100% a lie, but Miranda called you beautiful. Aw, it's a win.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Challenge!
Alright, an occupation. I guess I'll take the obvious one and say streamer.
I'm gonna say body paint artist.
Alrighty.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go with nurse.
Arguably Johnny has a very good...
Technically, I was paid by Amazon Twitch once, so I
Yeah?
guess that one gets it, and I ain't gonna be no nurse. That requires too much schooling and too much skill.
Alright, then we'll put that third.
Also, a lot of bodily fluids, to be honest.
That's true. An uncomfortable amount.
Right.
Alrighty.
Alright, so the cat is in the gym.
Alright, so I need money and I need charm.
Yeah.
I still got time. I'm lower on money, so. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you only keep 2 money.
Sounds like you're actually fulfilling some of the pledges.
Later on, you, Vera, and Miranda meet to prepare your case for your ruthless rhetoric class. Your scenario for the week. Monsters finally rule the world, but puny humans still demand equal rights. How will you deal with such audacity?
Oh man, with Miranda and Vera? That's rough.
Yeah. Miranda. Alright. 14-hour workday! Media censorship! Start a fictional war! Ugh, that sounds like so much work. Can't we just throw money at them? Oh, or cake. I heard if you let them eat cake, they calm down. What about you? Do you have any ideas? You're not one of those group members who just lets everyone else do the work, are you? Yeah, the bottom one definitely feels more Miranda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ironically, the question is also an R, so.
Oh no, I'm not bold enough!
Oh no!
Happy humans? Why? Why? Ugh, not again. You broke Miranda. We've been over this. Never mentioned satisfied peasants to her. I'll have to carry out this team again. Strip, you'll be the blood sacrifice. Vera uses your blood to bargain with the demon for the debate win. You lose 2 creativity and 1 boldness. Thankfully, I didn't need either of those. Your dignity and possibly your soul?
Yikes. Okay.
Oh dear.
Sorry, friend.
I need to, like, anticipate which skill the things use
I have
better.
so much smarts, I'm gonna go for some more creativity, I guess.
Might as
Yeah,
well.
don't you only need 1 more creativity?
13 plus.
Oh, then you're
That's-
good.
Yeah,
That's
at that
good.
point you could start raising your other skills.
Yeah, just for the heck of it. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard, some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses, to be exact. Damn. Roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet. You gain plus 2 creativity. Afterwards, Miranda beckons to you from a darkened corner.
Psst! Co-conspirator, over here! Phase 1 of Operation Make Liam Popular Again was an overwhelming success! Liam is internet popular! Now we just need to make him real-life popular!
Oh, Miranda.
And what better way than making him Prom King? Maybe we can convince him to do it ironically? Unfortunately, when I asked him to run for Prom King, he said, and I quote,
Oh no.
"Never, never, never, not in 100 years, and that's not an exaggeration because I've been alive for hundreds of years and I've never run for Prom King, so there you go." Which was clearly his cryptic way of saying he wants us to make him Prom King. My first thought was to murder the current Prom King after establishing Liam as his rightful heir, but I couldn't find any bloodline charts to work from.
That's how it works. Oh no.
So I suppose we must engage in this democratic election the school is holding. That went a little Vera.
Yep.
Now, how can we secure a win for Liam when he is opposed to running or making any effort to win? Well,
She
don't...
obviously want- What?
I was like, don't pay people because you don't have any money in it. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
And
I need.
that's a good creative one, so I would do that.
Yeah.
or at worst charm, and you have pretty good charm as well.
I'll dress up as Liam and give the best campaign speech anyone has ever given.
So charming. That's a great idea. You look just like him.
You squeeze into some skinny jeans, some suspenders, a lot of purple paint, and a sense of smug superiority, and gather a crowd in the auditorium. Ladies and gentlemonsters, you say. For too long, our school's been ruled by prom kings who care about things. Caring about things makes you weak, because what if you care about the wrong thing? I, Liam de Lioncourt, will never be wrong, because I don't care about anything. I don't care about my dumb clothes or my stupid man bun or any of you. To be honest, I don't even care if I win. If I don't, I'll just blow up the school with the hydrogen bomb I buried into the cafeteria.
Wow, I love it.
Wowsies. Okay. You walk off the stage to thunderous, terrified applause. You don't know whether it was the speech or the threat of extinction, but Liam wins by a landslide. Oh no, he's a monkey doll. Rats and curses. Rumor says I will be elected prom king in spite of my sincerest wishes. How horrible to have the love of the entire student body showered upon me. The cold blackness in my soul, which has so long sheltered me from my true emotions. Ugh, it's thawing! This is terrible, and I am in no way enjoying it.
Precious.
Still, I should probably pick out a tuxedo, so as not to appear ungracious. You're happy to help Liam pick out a tuxedo? You even help measure his body. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. I feel like I'm doing a lot better this run. Okay.
Right, so I need. I've got enough fun. Okay, so I need. Looks like I need 7 fun and 14 boldness. So I'm good on both. All right. But I can use more
Do
fun.
what you want.
Hang on a second. Might as well get more fun anyway. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full-on crazy. At one point, Juan the small magical Latino cat slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal 2 fun from him. Hooray! He's got lots of fun. It's okay.
It's true, he is a small magical cat.
You're casually practicing some magic spells when Damien and Scott come running up to you. Ah, post-Griffin adventure.
Yo.
Dude! Bro! We just had a fucking sick idea. But we need your help to make it work. Scott, be cool. Oh, yeah. I am being cool. I can be cool. I am so cool. Okay, picture this. A family-style pasta restaurant in the 5th circle of hell. That's the one for the wrathful and gloomy. Remember that. We call it Pasta Paradiso. Scott and Damien's Pasta Paradise. Scott's got the blueprints all drawn up, and I've got the real estate rights. All we need is someone who can turn griffins into pasta.
Oh my gosh.
Damien? Yeah? Where are we gonna get enough griffins to stock a whole restaurant with pasta? Ah, fuck. Alright, listen. I'm gonna cut you in on this business venture. But only if you can help us find enough griffins to stock our kitchen.
You could just have a different source of pasta.
Nice move, Damien. That's why you're the brains.
Oh my god, they're both.
Damn right! So how about it? I know, right? I poly-shipped the 3 of us.
That would be an amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's very
Like,
Sweeney
take
Todd.
one on each arm, that would be so good. Those are both really good.
I feel like maybe
Actually,
smarts
guys,
for the pasta,
can just
making
make
pasta without
pasta.
turning griffins into it. But I don't know what the top one would be. Creativity? Maybe
Or
money?
money?
Yeah.
Either way, it's not a good score. So smart works. I got good smarts. What? What?
His eyes!
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you telling jokes right now? Are you serious? Be cool, Scott. Be cool. I cannot be cool. This is too exciting. Scott, play dead. Scott drops to the floor and stops talking.
Amazing.
Okay. Whew. Alright. there are ways to make pasta without using griffins. This is a real game changer. We're gonna put way ahead of the competition. I gotta go get started on our new business plan. I won't forget this. Damien runs off, leaving Scott still lying on the floor. Is he still breathing? You should probably check. And in the case, you gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts.
Thank you for talking about whatever that was.
Amazing. Alright, who gets the weekend? Yay! And me! On a Saturday night, you're at a cool pizza place that cooks pizza in a real pizza oven. Little did you expect that when the chef opens the oven to get your pizza, Damien appears from the flames.
Wow!
How does that work? Can he teleport through fire? Has he been waiting inside the oven all this time just to make a kick-ass entrance? Ah, the mystery.
My dude! I fucking hate needing people's help, but I might need yours. Don't let it get to your head or I'll stab you so I don't have to owe you anything. Enough threats. Here's the deal, fuckhead. I might or might not be attracted to your buddy Johnny.
Aw.
You know the one, always making absurd choices, being equal parts stupidly sexy and sexily stupid, and with the nice booty.
Oh, hello, Artemisia. You came in at a funny time.
Yes.
But I don't want to get my feelings hurt by rushing into love without proper judgment. My dad's always say, if you love someone, shoot him and see what happens. Great fatherly advice, right?
Wow.
The thing is, Principal Giant Spider, my therapist, and the rule of law all seem to think that... Oh, okay. Thank you, Oxford comma, for clearing that.
Oh, yes.
Principal Giant Spider, my therapist, and the rule of law all seem to think that shooting someone to check if they're the one is not very legal.
Oh, man. It did sound like Principal Giant Spider was his therapist for a second there.
It did. To be fair, having more than one source of sanity is also very classic.
They've strongly recommended that I do it all on what they call a theoretical level, like imagining the whole thing. But imagining is for losers. And since you both know Johnny and I are,
And since you both...
know Johnny and are a loser yourself, I thought you could tell me what would Johnny do if I were to shoot him. I mean, like, I have a pretty high boldness score.
Sure. Johnny is all about getting shot. He goes to the doctor every day just to get a shot, and shots are the only thing he does when partying, so I think you can give him a shot.
Now you sound like Miranda.
Oh, that's convenient. I had a feeling dating me could increase someone's chances of getting shot. Or stabbed. You don't get to be as big an asshole as me without making some enemies along the way. I feel bad if I love him was just to get shot because of me, but knowing Johnny's into getting shot is a relief, because I fucking hate guilt. It seems like my heart isn't being a drunk idiot this time. I might be onto something. Nice. And who knows, if he is into getting shot, I might add some spice into my foreplay, if you know what I mean. Because I mean shooting Johnny before having sex with him, just to be clear.
Wowie! You're welcome, Johnny! Both for getting you some demonness, and for the blood loss you're about to experience. You had too much blood anyway. I say to the zombie. You get +3 charm for being such a good friend.
Oh, good. You needed that.
Oh, good, yeah.
Challenge. Do either of you have a basement?
I have a basement.
I do too.
But I own my basement. You rent yours.
Yep, alright, so I think that puts Johnny as our winner.
Have I shown you my creepy under the stairs crawl space?
I think your creepy under the stairs crawl space gives you second place.
I had dirt floors in my basement and then I filled them in with concrete. So
and
I can put anything down there.
And frankly, not only am I renting, but my landlord, half the basement is his workshop.
Yeah, no.
Harder to hide that.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that puts me last place there.
You said it was dirt and then you filled it with concrete.
Exactly, and who knows what I did in between.
Alright, what you going for, friend?
Alright, let's see here.
You want to up your charm? You want to...
My boldness is fine. It could be bolder, but...
Artemisia says before...
My fun is 7.
Oh, right, yes. Before or after hiding the bodies, the concreting, I assume.
Yes, exactly. I'll never tell.
It would be
let's
funny,
see.
like, if one was doing concrete work to, like, hide old toys in it or something. So then you are technically hiding bodies, but they're fake.
Yeah, could do.
I don't know. Anyways, my brain is weird. The end. But also, actually, embedding plastic in concrete increases its R value. So.
There you go. Alright, we'll go back and get even more boldness, because why not? That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect, once again, no authority.
Also, you've had some pretty hilarious run-ins in there.
It's true. On the way in there, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of just straight up boldness? Well, wasn't bad at all. You gain 2 boldness. You thank Mamimi, and you proceed to the bathrooms. Of course, no trip to the bathroom can be complete without running into a group of your classmates doing something stupid.
Oh wow, this is the first we've seen
Hey,
Polly.
We haven't seen
right?
Polly in a while.
It's true. She's been where we are not.
Oh my gosh, also Artemisia just suggested burying a 12-foot skeleton in concrete.
They do
Like-
sell those. That would be amazing. That would be
One of our friends has them.
Or like
Alright.
embedding one in the wall before you do like put up the finished walls in a basement. Anyway.
Yeah.
Damien, you're the worst.
I know, right?
She means that in a bad way. Did you really have to set fire to our entire deck of cards?
I don't know. Did the deck of cards have to keep dealing these shitty hands?
Not necessarily. That's not how probability works.
None of your face works. Well then, I guess I didn't necessarily need to set it on fire. But since when has that stopped me?
Well, now you've stopped us all from playing poker. Now what are we gonna bet on? Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
Yes, and I derive an almost sexual pleasure from taking your money. So what's the new game?
Oh, you know the perfect poker alternative.
Oh my god, I like the stock market.
I mean, if I were going for Vera, that would be the answer. But no, it's Russian roulette because I know Damien.
That's fair.
Oh, that's also a Polly answer. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Well, she's dead.
It's true.
She's
Yeah, what does she
ghost.
care?
She doesn't care. Oh yeah. Why didn't I think of that? That used to be my favorite game before I died.
Well,
Wait,
Olin!
Polly pulls an antique revolver out of nowhere, spins the cylinder, points it at her head, and pulls the trigger 5 times until it fires.
wow!
The bullet goes through her intangible head, bounces off the ceiling, and embeds itself in the mirror right next to all the other bullet holes.
Wow.
Huh. I guess Vera and I split the money?
Dang, I always lose at Russian roulette. Let's play again. I'll go first.
Amazing. How you ever died is a mystery to me.
Yeah, me too.
You decide to get out of the bathroom to avoid any further ricochet. From the gunshots echoing behind you, it seems your friends are all delighted with your suggestion. You gain 2 fun and 1 smarts.
Oh.
I ended up with a lot of smarts.
Yeah, you have. It's really amazing. I'm very much enjoying your adventure.
Considering how rarely I ran into Liam, it's quite impressive.
Well, I can't get any. I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, do I just want to raise my low stats just because they're low?
I might as well.
I guess
Go
I'll
ahead.
get some money.
Well, wait.
because-
Does Pango, do you need money?
yeah,
I
you-
don't. I'm
You
not
might be,
sure. I
like,
don't know what
just shy of
numbers.
money, right?
Yeah,
No,
I'm not sure what numbers I need exactly.
I can check. Hang on.
Oh, Artemisia makes a great point. I'm surprised he didn't try to shoot you, given the last scene.
Well,
need-
it was
you
her
need,
gun, not
um,
his.
To be fair, yeah, Polly was the only one with the gun in hand, so.
Hanapengo, you need 10 charm and 10 money.
Oh, okay, I'm good then. So if you want library, go for it. Though there's not much to use the money on, unless you are planning to buy things, so it might be better to do bold. Oh, you can't do boldness.
Right.
You
Yeah.
could charm.
I could do some charm. We can do that.
That's the gym. Well, all right, you're fun.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
whatever. I forgot which one did what. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp.
Referencing the day.
You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King.
Ooh, the penguin mask. I wonder if Polly was involved.
Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter, and it turns into fun. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott?
The delicious new flavor of Fango's potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double BBQ Massacre.
Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube.
Oh, yeah, I guess it does. I could have sworn those potato chips. Still tasty, though. Nom, 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 nom.
Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you?
I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky?
Oh, baby. No, Scott! Don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fingles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year?
But what do they do with the bodies of the goats?
Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice.
Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them.
Wow.
Wait, really?
Artemisia, I agree. Use all the parts.
I didn't actually have a plan of action, but if someone were to suggest one, I have no boldness. I don't think I'm gonna assemble undead goat torsos.
Yeah.
The blog
That
post
feels
is
like a
very
smart
lean answer anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
creative. Well, you're still good at that.
But how can a blog post cause any kind of meaningful...
Oh. Quiet, Scott. I've been training my entire life for this! Liam whips out a tablet with "This machine kills fascists" written on it and gets to work. The blog post he writes is so incendiary, the Monstropolis Fire Department has to send digital firefighters to put out all the flame emojis.
That's amazing. I love that
Pringles is
concept.
forced to recall their Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre flavor just to prevent the internet from burning down. Scott bids a tearful goodbye to his cardboard tomb full of goat head, but you all agree it's for the best. You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity.
Alrighty.
Yes.
So I'm technically good on charm and money, but you know, it never hurts to have more money for Miranda's sake. Thank you for the flame emojis, Artemisia.
Yeah.
That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to +$2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money.
You are hanging out with Polly Apple.
Oh, sorry, that's you.
Yeah,
I thought
you're
that was
hanging
it.
out with Polly afterwards, watching some stuff like you do in the library, when you suddenly notice Miranda standing right behind you. Who knows how long she's been there? Hello, good friends! What are you doing?
Nothing at all.
It does not seem to be nothing. That man seems to be kindly sharing his marmalade with a giant skunk. Explain this at once!
Well, it's simple, you know. It's really just a kind of, well...
What?
Oh no, I'm not creative enough. I got distracted because I did not like the premise. Oh well. Matt, I might fail, because Miranda
Oh,
might just
no.
not like me enough. That's fine, though, because the end, then Puka would get to see what happens if you don't succeed at
Yeah.
romancing.
Fair enough.
A cooking show? Disgusting!
What?
Cooking is for
Oh.
poor people! It's obscene! I can't believe I'm even watching this!
No, wait, Miranda. It's okay. It's not cooking. It's porn. It's porn.
I'm gonna say for my own headcanon that Polly dragged my character over to this, and my character's like, okay then.
I assume she was like, look, I found this thing, you need to see it. Plunked you in the seat, and I was like, because she would totally do that.
Fair.
Challenge.
Oh gosh, a brand? Chappelle! That sure was a scene to walk in on, yeah.
Whoa. Brand.
Alright.
My life?
I'm gonna go with a Cure, because ACURE, they do shampoo and personal care, like mostly shampoo and cleaners of that nature.
I'll do this.
What is it? Burt's Bees? Yeah. Alright, Johnny?
Okay.
right
I'm gonna
there.
go completely opposite from all of you and say Bayer Monsanto.
I don't know what that is.
Monsanto is awful.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Bayer bought them now, so who knows what they'll do now.
Okay, I gotta say, Burt's Bees Nation would be kind of cool.
I hate to break it to you, but we already live in a world ruled by Bayer Monsanto.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it would be cooler to live in a world by Burt's Bees, so but I also think
I
a
take
Cure
Cure on
could
that
make a
one,
very
for sure.
cool world, because a Cure is also very environmental friendly and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Johnny is
No,
bottom.
Monsanto. Don't wanna. We're already.
Yeah.
Yes, they're not at the same table for once.
No, but Miranda is at the same table as Damien.
I'm good.
Oh.
You're fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I would appreciate it.
Damien's already gonna drag Johnny off to prom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's be real.
You already did me a solid on the weekend. So.
that's true.
Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by two beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What? Do these two have bodyguards now?
Oh, they might be prom king and prom queen. No. Food guards, okay.
They aren't bodyguards. They're food guards. Tiny little giant spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead.
Oh,
Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle. Dead style! Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food. Which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late!
What will Vera say?
Yup. If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful, like, in a sexy way. Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. With all the artistic subtlety of performance artist Marina Abramovic, you pour Liam's food onto Polly's plate and screw her glass. No! This is literally the exact opposite of what I wanted! Good lord, what a tableau. A ghost bewildered by a mountain of unwanted food? This is perhaps my most daring food trick yet!
nice.
You guys are really throwing me under the bus here, which isn't cool, because being thrown under a bus is totally how I died.
Is
You
it?
died. Yeah, there's a lot of ways she died.
I don't know what you're talking about, Polly. I have clearly consumed all of my food, quite honestly and forthrightly. Luckily for you and Liam, the hobgoblins are total morons with no secondary theory of mind. They instantly believe Liam's ruse.
And your ruse.
Liam, whisk you away to the afternoon meeting of the Smug Superiority Club, where you spend hours practicing your sneers, gazing into each other's eyes.
Well, Vera rolls her eyes in the background, I'm sure.
I'm certain.
Yes, Vera and all of her snakes roll their eyes in the background.
Yes. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife.
So this is the one for killing people, right?
What? Good heavens, no! This is the butter dagger! It would be unseemly to use it on meat!
So what then? Am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude?
No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware, after all.
That tiny thing? I'm gonna wait for my victim to die of old age.
That is usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison!
This is ridiculous. Yo, you there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? And don't say the fish knife.
The fish knife.
I
I
said
did.
not to.
I do want to just comment though briefly. I like that the other option was a spoon because who needs blades to kill people? Very Damien
Yes.
answer.
I
But
really
yeah.
like that.
But instead I said the fish knife.
Yeah.
Do
I
what she
said
said.
not to, but you said. Oh, I'll show you which knife is used for murder.
Damien picks up the big scary knife he wanted to use in the first place and lunges at you. You pick up the fish knife. Yes! Defend my honor! Make sure to hold the knife with the pinky extended.
What? How did you disarm me? I'm only the best at stabbing. Oh, fuck me. I guess the fish knife really is best for murder after all, huh?
One must never doubt a princess in matters of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you her napkin as a token. Yay!
You are her knight. Knightess?
Very cute. Alright. I'm worried if I get something from the shop, it might have a negative effect.
Coach?
So we'll go to the coach. You're about to take the first bite of your delicious cafeteria lunch when Coach appears out of nowhere. Stop! You can't eat that! You're not warmed up yet! Do you want to strain your jaw? Sprain your esophagus? Pull your intestines?
Oh, that makes me sad, because Tom has a hernia right now.
Aw,
Oh.
I thought I taught you kids better than this. Come on, stand up. Let's get our food on. You look disappointed. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll let you choose the workout. We've got 2 options. Playing with your food, specifically playing football with your food, or an absolutely ridiculous number of push-ups.
Playing with your food might be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what ridiculous number of push-ups would be.
Boldness?
I mean, it might be boldness.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm gonna be okay, I think.
Yeah.
stuff.
Coach helps you set up your peas and mashed potatoes in classic football formation, and you animate them with forbidden magics.
Nice.
Forbidden magic is
Perfect.
the answer.
Now the food will get all warmed up, so it's ready to take the nutrition all the way to your end zone. Whoa, don't call it that. The end zone is your stomach, and eventually your butt. There we go, thank you. Your food throws down in the most intense football game ever. It all comes down to a controversial call by the broccoli ref. You turn around to find the whole rest of the cafeteria watching your game and betting on the results. They're even more entertained when you command all the players to dive into your mouth. Game for fun.
Nice.
That's hilarious. That was amazing.
Alright, challenge time. Penguin. Did anyone have any doubts?
Of course not.
Alright.
Giant river otter.
Nice. I'm gonna go skunk because I just saw one the last time I was out driving. So.
I want to say Skunk Man is the worst.
Yeah.
Penguin as a superhero motif is obviously the best, so I will take 3rd place to defend its honor.
There you
Fair
go.
enough. Kind of.
Defend the honor of penguins.
Penguins defended!
Yeah, it's really too bad penguins are associated with villains mostly in the superhero world. And one
Right.
particular
Pissed off.
villain at that.
Well, it's
that.
because they're just so too dapper. Superheroes can't handle that level of dapper.
It's true. When you think
Alright.
who's going to be more dapper, it's always a villain.
Okay, yes,
Gotta be
the
me.
penguin is a villain, but I don't
And he
necessarily
is
like
always
him.
a villain.
And I don't necessarily like him. And he very rarely has actual penguins.
But when he does, they're adorable.
That's true.
They are adorable.
Alright, I don't need any more fun. I don't need any more smarts. I don't need any more boldness. What's everybody else need? Are we good?
I mean, I was thinking of getting a little more charm just in case. Because I keep losing stats.
Yeah, alright, so I won't get your charm. But as for everything else,
You
let's
could
see.
up your creativity. It's your next lowest stat.
Well, money's my next lowest stat.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I can go for that. I'll do money.
I just don't think of money as important if you're not buying things or
Yeah.
romancing Miranda.
Anyway, that day you spent some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker.
Although now that I
Gambling
think
seems
about
like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so screw it. You get
it.
2 money.
But yeah, no, I guess money is a stat and can be used to succeed in plans and stuff too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you were rudely interrupted.
See? Even Johnny, a sensible monster with a good head on his shoulders and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine.
Yeah, and that's bad, because we're warriors, so we needed to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems.
No, Scott. We're social justice warriors. You see, Johnny, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. Oh my god, the team up I didn't know I needed.
I know, I was just like, if only, like, I still like Scott and Damien a little more, but this is also very good. By punching magazines.
No, Scott. As you no doubt notice, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musclefod, the werewolf prince/bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What about our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive.
We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough.
Maybe.
Psh, that's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is make your own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover, or lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness.
Well, that's
That
obviously
sounds like the
boldness.
bold move, right?
Yeah, bold
It
move.
does.
So bold. Ah, yes, good plan. I love being a warrior.
I'll admit, it does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration, if nothing else.
Hot diggity dog. With that, they're off to storm the Monster Magazine headquarters, using the element of surprise. Your second favorite element, right after nitrogen. You're able to overpower Monster Magazine security and march straight into the editor-in-chief's office.
We demand better representation!
We demand to be warriors!
It's time we use our weapons!
Oh man, gun show time.
Yeah.
And our fists, and our fighting.
To sit down and have a heartfelt conversation about the
Yes.
damage lack of representation can do to society.
The heartfelt conversation is very felt by the heart and quite conversation-y. It delves deeply into the editor-in-chief's own deeply rooted body image issues and how idealizing werewolves makes him feel more comfortable. You all agree that he should be in therapy, and he agrees that he should do a special issue of Monster devoted to all kinds of beauty.
This is
Aww.
adorable.
Yeah.
Men will literally put werewolves on the cover of their magazine for 5 years in a row rather than go to therapy.
Also, Artemisia, Brain and Brawn indeed. That is the Liam Scott team up.
Yes.
Definitely.
Hooray, you gained 2 fun and 1 charm.
Nice.
Yay.
Alright, I'm gonna get some boldness.
Yep,
Because I have
bathroom.
none.
To
I
power.
agree.
Yeah.
I'm so confused! Baby. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority.
I love your
That's
cute
your
little
life.
shoulder friends.
Little friends who do my hires. Well, in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That
No.
Monsters Act would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud.
You can have a little boldness as a treat.
With that out of the way, you hurry away to your secret meeting with Miranda.
Well done, co-conspirator. Operation Make Liam Popular Again is a rousing success. And for the record, I did discover that Liam was popular for a 3-month period in the early 16th century, so the name fits. All that remains is for us to wait for prom and celebrate our...
Your deception? I knew it was too good to be true. My idiosyncrasies are remarkable, but they aren't marketable. This was all a cruel joke, wasn't it? A bet between 2 popular kids that they could make an outcast loser into prom cake.
Baby, I made that bet before I met you.
The circus is over, and this clown is climbing into his tiny car and going home.
Speaking of 10 things I
Along
hate
with,
about
like,
you.
12 other tiny clowns, and the metaphor holds, which it doesn't. It was a bad metaphor. Goodbye.
No, Liam! I wasn't trying to be mean. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I don't even have bones.
Are you an octopus? You might check that affirmation later.
Oh, fish sticks. If we don't do something to fix this, all our hard work and subterfuge will be for naught. But how can we make amends? Surely not with some sort of overwrought romantic gesture defying all logic.
You tell Miranda not to worry. You've seen plenty of teen rom-coms. You know how this part goes.
I wouldn't pay people you don't got any money.
No. It's a grand romantic gesture. We're gonna run to the airport. You need a grand romantic gesture. Race to the airport to confess your feelings before Liam boards his plane. Wait, how did you know Liam was about to board a plane? Are you stalking him? If you are, that's fine. Isn't that what all romantic comedies ever have taught us to do? More like Miranda's eyes are telling me what's going on, but it's not much better.
Yeah.
Anyway, you find Liam in the international terminal at Spooky Airport, waiting in line to board. You pass through airport security by telling them you're there for a romantic gesture.
No.
Because airport security might say no to terrorism, but they can't say no to love.
Wow.
You're too late. I'm going to Belarus, where my calculations have revealed that nobody likes me, and I can go back to being unpopular.
Rough place to be, but anyway, go on.
You grasp Liam's cold, dead hand in yours, and with perfect sincerity tell him what he means to you. Nothing. Don't you see, you say, looking deep into his eyes. You don't need to flee to Belarus to be unpopular. Because you'll always be unpopular in my heart, which is coincidentally about the same shape as Belarus. I don't know what to say. Maybe because I don't know what you're talking about. If I don't understand it, that must mean it's art. You said art to me. Oh, how could I ever dream of leaving you behind?
This is cute.
Alright, if it makes you happy, I'll return to Spooky High School and don that heavy prom crown.
I think you might have gotten a
I
unique
know that no
name
matter
then.
how popular I get, there will always be one person who thinks I'm only so-so. The people in the airport line clap and cheer, clearly not understanding anything you two just said to each other. Liam accompanies you back to school and you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Also, you should visit a hospital since your heartbeat is
That's good. Yes,
Yeah, I
good.
was like, isn't Belarus vaguely rectangular?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pump up the charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that, and 2 charm. You notice Liam and Miranda talking to Coach. They actually seem to be enjoying gym for a change. Something must be terribly wrong. You go over to see what it is.
Well, now I'm all for inspiring athleticism in the hearts of the youth, but allowing you to make up your own sport seems a bit unorthodox, don't you think?
Oh, but ordinary sports are ever so dull and unrefined. I'm sure we two could do much better.
I've already got an idea, actually. I've had an idea for a sport before there even were sports. I call it art. No teams, no rules. Just pure creative expression. I'll be the quarterback, of course.
Of course. Art! Brilliant! We will play it with watercolors and sequins, and there shall be a sports bard and a goalie laureate and...
It's good to see you kids getting enthusiastic about wholesome physical exercises, but I gotta say, art doesn't really sound like a sport. Why, it doesn't have the word ball anywhere in it.
That's easily solved. We'll call it Art Ball.
Ah, well, yes, obviously that's much better. But let me ask you this. How do you score points in art ball, huh?
Liam and Miranda both look at each other, totally stumped. Their dream hangs in the balance. Time to step in. All right. That one didn't work for me last time. Or did it work for me? That did work for me. That's charm, isn't it? points were inside of us all along. That feels like it was charm.
Well, yeah, when it was like you owned the internet all along, that was charm before too.
Yes. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. The other one, obviously,
The other one sounds like smarts.
smarts or creativity, and I'm real bad at creativity.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah. Don't you see? The points were inside of us all along.
Here we go.
My God, you're right. I've become so obsessed with the points out there that I've forgotten about the points in here. You kids have taught me a valuable lesson today. From now on, points are hereby banned for all our sporting events. At least until I forget I said this.
Does that mean we can make art ball a varsity sport?
Of course, the only real sport after all is togetherness.
Liam and Miranda throw themselves into recruiting a team. Coach bans points. The way your team was doing this year, hardly anyone notices the difference. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness.
Nice.
The Monster Prom draws near! Alright,
Where's my
Johnny.
boy? Aw, yeah. Ask Damien to the prom.
Yeah.
Oh, they look cute as a couple.
They
They do red and green. My lad.
They look cute too.
Yeah,
All
they
of
do,
these
actually.
couples are gonna
Purple
look
and
cute.
gold. Yeah.
They're both
Because
complimentary
Miranda
colors.
and my
right.
character are gonna look adorable.
Oh my
Who would
god. Yes.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Prom? Burning stuff and committing murder might be badass. But nothing is as badass as following your heart and believing unapologetically in love.
Yeah!
Let's do this! Let's live our lives with 0 regrets! Prom, here we go! Oh,
Aw.
look at them. They're so dapper.
Aw.
Prom night was crazy intense. Man, how much did Damien just, catch her at Princess Prom? Am I right?
Yes. Pretty much. Yo.
At one point, a classmate of yours criticized how Damien is always getting into fistfights, for which Damien punched him, starting yet another fistfight. You joined in and fought with him back to back.
Aw.
It was a super sexy choreographed fight, and you even exchanged trusting glances while watching each other's backs.
Aw.
And that wasn't the only time that night you took care of Damien's rear. Oh, wink!
Oh no. Okay. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Oh, are you really asking me to the Monster Prom? How chivalrous and brave of you! Yes, yes, I accept your proposal. As is customary, on prom night, I will be waiting for you at a sea dragon's cape. You should rescue me so we can attend the Monster Prom. It will be delightful. Prom night was beautiful. Oh, they look so cute. Oh no. At several points in the evening, people broke into song, singing about what a magical night it was for the 2 of you. Because we're both Disney princesses, clearly.
Yeah,
Yup.
Even some forest animals appeared to join in the songs.
as if you needed more proof. Yep.
You're quite sure Miranda's family paid all of those people to do that, but who cares? Still a magical night.
Alright. Who could have foreseen this? Liam and Puka. Prom royalty.
We did! It was all our plan! We fought for love and love won! Liam is popular again! Huzzah!
Anyway. After all these years spent avoiding cliches, this doesn't feel as bad as I imagined. Maybe doing a 180-degree turn from cliches is good, but embracing cliches is like making a 360-degree turn in from them. So disruptive!
Oh, baby. Adorable.
At that moment, Miranda becomes distracted by some other wacky plan and leaves you with Liam mumbling to himself. Such a lovable dork. Prom night arrives, and the 2 of you decide to embrace all cliches, from slow dancing to actually having fun.
You did get a unique ending!
After the coronation, Liam admits he's having a great time, which is causing him to reflect on all the cliches he avoided all these years, which he could now embrace.
Oh, that's all of us in our late 20s.
Yeah!
Then he puts his hands over yours and says, and you know what the biggest cliche I've been avoiding is? Love. And I don't even care how cheesy that sounded.
Aw.
Boy, that was cheesy, but you know what? You don't care either.
Precious! Johnny is most likely to become president of party! And Miranda has won most kingdoms invaded.
Hey, so
We
got the secret
got a
ending
new-
where Liam becomes prom king.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. That was awesome.
Maybe my favorite run we've ever done.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks,
I
guys.
should say maybe my favorite run I've ever seen done full stop.
I really loved Liam and Scott teaming up for his social justice warriors. Like,
Yeah.
I also really love Damien and Scott's adventures in the bathroom. Those were very good as well.
yes,
Mhm.
and their business shenanigans.
Yes, their pasta
T'Pau,
restaurant.
yes, this game is so amazingly weird. We should. I mean, we still have that Wildermyth game to get through, but we should play it sometime with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aw,
Definitely.
Artemisia, I'm glad you got to see this ending too. All right. Oh, do you want to read the epilogue, Puka?
Yeah. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. To this day, it seems Miranda still isn't sure about what exactly porn is.
Fair enough.
But as bright students grow and become successful and marvelous people. Someone spotted him recently, watching the sunset with a manly tear on his cheek, probably reflecting on the miracle of youth.
Yes, good.
Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson.
Oh, I got a different version.
Different. Yeah, we should all read ours.
Okay, mine is Damien found peace in the most unexpected way. He kept punching everything until one day he punched his own anger to death.
It's pretty good. I got Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself.
Oh, did you not get a different Damien one?
I bet.
No,
he did.
mine continues. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look.
Oh, and mine also continued Damien punching his anger to death. And he's written a book about it.
Nice.
Mine goes, fortunately, prison was flammable.
Nice one. All right.
For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. Same for all?
Yeah, I think we're back to everyone being on the same.
Yeah.
The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then. But there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Aw, yeah.
Now we get to see all the new photos that it unlocked and stuff.
Anyway.
We didn't run into the prince at all this time.
Oh, this image that I just got makes me really want to play Fire Girl and date Vera. They look so good together.
It looks amazing. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's the stabbing knife!
Yeah?
Game night.
The board game night.
Aw, they look cute together.
Yeah. The bud.
Oh, nice.
the
The player
band.
character's band.
You were about to jump. Miranda. Oh man, the hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Dodgeball.
yeah, dodgeball. Nice.
Oh,
Oh!
there's your knight!
The knight! Oh,
Yay!
I get the fake knight. Very good.
Yes. Yay, Damien, Vera.
Oh, I bet that Damien and the cat are also part of the Smugly Superior Club.
Oh,
that would
maybe.
be- Potentially.
Certainly the cat. Damien is maybe, is a maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yay.
That
I
was
like
cute.
this game a lot.
Aww!
Impressive
It's
Hoagie, though.
cute. That was cute.
I have unlocked
What?
8 new images in the gallery. Nice.
Wow.
Dragon.
Unlocked lemon. If life gives you lemons, unlock a new secret ending.
Unlocked. You've
And-
just unlocked an erratic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird.
Okay, I need it. I need to not have that screen where the things are going. But yeah. Yeah, no, Artemisia, I totally recommend it. It's a lot of fun. And T'Pau, yes, absolutely, we should at some point as a 4-person group play this game. And yeah, so with that, thus ends our stream for tonight. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Artemisia and Tapao, for coming out and chatting. And did I have? Oh yes, and Niali also popped in chat briefly. And also Radio Free Will for following at the beginning of the stream. And thank you, anyone who is watching this later. I appreciate you all very much. And I'm probably not going to be streaming over the weekend, but I will be streaming on Monday, and I will finally do Chapter 4 of my Silent Max run of Scarlet Hollow.
Nice.
So, alright, you were all great. Bye!
Good night, everyone.
Good nighty night.